What's up, fellas? Your boy Darkel coming to you from the rig with a quick, short, informative video. Guys, today we're going to talk about thermostats. I am in my 2007 International, the Decepticon. That's the name of this truck. And I'm going to just talk to you guys real quick about thermostats. Because I'm picking up the truck. It's actually Sunday. I'm going to house to do some stuff to the truck. But we're going to stick to the thing. And I'll make another video about that later on today. So we're going to talk about thermostats, which is this right here. I have a Cummins ISX in this truck. And when I first got it, this truck will run about 185, 190. You know, the temperature, the water temperature. And when it will get up to like, it'll probably get up to like 205, 208, maybe 210 loaded, and you'll hear a fat kick on, and it'll bring it back down to about 200, 190 is usually what these Cummins run. I'm used to Freightliners that run about 185, 180, but these Cummins engines, they run normally at 200, and then when they get to 210, that fan kicks on and it cools it back down. They do have the manual fan override switch. Freightliners don't really have this. Like Century's, the classic had it, but Century didn't have it. But you know, so anyway, I noticed that my engine was running at idle at 210, and when I'm rolling loaded or empty, it will go up to like 220. That was way too hot. So called my mechanic. He told me, bring it on in, your thermostat's bad. So the first thing he checked was a little sensor, because my fan was on direct. So the fan was on direct when it was cold or hot, and it was not supposed to do that. So he checked the little solenoid here to make sure that, you know, the fan actually kicked on. I don't know if the camera picked it up. That's the fan kicking on. So the fan was just on direct. So he hit the switch up here. He could hear it going on. So he knows that he ruled that wasn't the problem. He changed the sensor. On these trucks have a little sensor on top of the thermostat. You should change that out if you're going to change your thermostat out. That part's only like 30, 40 bucks. We changed that out first because that's right on the top. It's just screw in and screws out and you plug it in. Once we changed that thermostat sensor, the fan started working properly. So we know that the fan clutch is good. We know that the little solenoid air switch thing for the fan clutch was good, and everything was running good, but it was still running hot. So then what we did was, he told me the thermostat is probably bad. I went ahead and bought the thermostat without even talking to my mechanic. He told me, because I wasn't in the shop. When he called me and told me the thermostat, I went and bought it. This is the part number right here, guys. If you guys are interested, this is a 2007 International 9200i Eagle or whatever. This is the part number right here from Cummins. About 90 something bucks, basically 100 bucks. And the new thermostat is in there. So this is the old thermostat, guys. And you can, I don't know if the camera picks up, but you can see where it's shiny right here, and then it's like, you know, so it was only opening, it wasn't even opening half, it was only opening halfway. And that's why my truck wasn't overheating to the max, but it was running hot, because the thermostat, what it does is that when the coolant in your engine reaches the temperature which is rated for, so your thermostat will have a number up here. You can't see it on this one because this is the old thermostat. Let me see if it says it on the side. Actually, yes. I don't know if you guys can see it right here. The camera can pick it up. But right here, it actually says right here, actually says 180 Fahrenheit. So your thermostat comes rated. This one comes rated for 180. That means that once the coolant in the engine reaches 180, this thing is on the top, and your thermostat where it goes, and it's closed. It keeps all the coolant in your engine. Once your coolant reaches 180, this opens up, lets all that hot coolant shoot into the radiator to get cooled off, and the one that's in the radiator comes in. Then it just cooled off coolant, and this closes back up, and it's a cycle that continues. So this thermostat was only opening a quarter of the way, and it was getting stuck. So there was hot coolant getting out and cool coolant getting in, but it was very restricted. That's why it was running hot. So now I'm going to talk to you about the informative part of this video. Guys, again, I cannot stress this enough. This is not for everybody. This is only if you live in the state of Florida. I'm not even going to say Georgia, even though it gets real hot in Georgia and South Carolina, and in those states like that. It still gets cold in those states in the wintertime. This is for fellas that are in South Florida, in Central Florida, the state of Florida, like your boy Darkel. I stay in Florida. I don't, every once in a while, I take a look to the Carolinas or Georgia, but I've been working local. This truck is working local, so my new thermostat is in here, and you can see my truck is on. Because when I showed up to the shop with the new thermostat, my mechanic said, I never told you to buy that. I just told you your thermostat was bad. And he said, he gave me the option. He goes, are you planning on going out in the winter to the frigid states? I told him no. He said, okay, so don't put your thermostat in there. You've been working local. Why would you put that in there? He told me he eliminated it from his trucks. All his boys that work here, a lot of us are doing local right now, they all eliminate the thermostat of the truck. Now, it's not something that you got to do. It's just something that those Florida boys do. And I said, fuck it. I know my uncle, I know that the Blue Century has it eliminated as well. My uncle eliminated it from the Blue Century. I know that because that truck was running local as well. So we decided to not put the thermostat in there. He told me to go ahead and return this. This is about 100 bucks, like 97 bucks right here that I can go return. But I decided to keep it because I am in the process of getting other trucks The 99 Century is back again with me. So that truck, I was going to sell it, but I decided to keep it because I got a driver that might be coming that truck. And I also got the 2000 Century. That's my boy's truck, but it's going to be running on the company. So I'm actually looking for 2 drivers. So anyway, I decided to keep the thermostat because if in the future I decide to put a driver in this truck and I want to send them out there, I'll just get this put on. It's not a big job. It's an easy job. So we're going to keep that thermostat there on ice. But I am running the truck out thermostat. So guys, if you guys got a Cummins SX, you're noticing it's running around 220 when you're loaded, 220 something, it could be your thermostat is just getting stuck. And if you like me that you work in a hot state like Florida, you can just take it. If you don't want to spend the money, you can just remove the thermostat and be done with it. Your truck will never run hot again. Like my truck right now, at least because of the thermostat, because you can get other issues. But right now my truck at idle is running at about 130, 140. When I start rolling, rolling on the highway loaded, it'll go up to about 185, 190, which that's good for me. And I haven't hit no hills, but that's what it runs at loaded on the highway. And when I'm empty, it'll run at about 175, 180, and I'm really happy with that. So I'm gonna keep rolling like this without the thermostat. We're rolling like that, and if in the future I decide that I'm going to put a driver in this truck and send it out, then I'll just go ahead and get the thermostat installed, which honestly is probably not going to happen because if I do get a driver for this truck, I'm probably going to keep this truck in the Southeast region. So yes, I am going to be doing Southeast region states like, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. And it does get pretty cold there in the winter, but it doesn't get frigid. So what I'll do is that when it's real frigid, I won't go out there, but I am going to be going out there, you know what I'm saying? So, even though I don't have a thermostat and I go to those frigid states, it's not like the engine's gonna fucking freeze because it's still gonna get hot. It's running engine. But it is not recommended to do this if you are constantly out in the frigid cold weather states. If this truck does go to South Carolina, North Carolina, it's gonna be for one night and then it's back in Florida again. So I decided to leave the thermostat out of it. I'm probably gonna be leaving it out of it, but I am gonna keep it again. I'm gonna keep it here. Never know in the future if somebody wants to buy this truck or if I want to send a driver over the road with this, I can always install it. So that's what it is. We're going to keep the video short, guys. Again, I was just wanted to make a quick video about the thermostat. If your truck is running kind of high, you got a Cummins SX and you're working in Florida, you can just remove it and not put no thermostat on there. Or you can put the thermostat in there and your truck will run like it's supposed to at 200, then get some 210, the fan kicks on. So that's what it is, fellas. Your boy Doc has no thermostat on the International and is running perfectly fine. The fan still kicks on and I'm loving life. So I just wanted to give you guys a short video about thermostats, man. Those things are a problem. So that's what it is, boys. It's your boy Darkel. I'll catch you guys in the next clip. Look for the next clip. I'm actually going to go to my garage right now with the truck, with the Decepticon, to go do some painting on the roof because I have removed the wind dome, that wind deflector. I did remove that off this truck. I couldn't stand the way it looked with that, so we removed that. This truck used to be yellow, so it's got some yellow stuff. I'm just gonna do some painting with the same color that I use on the bumper and the grill. So I'm gonna make another video on that. Just want to talk to you guys about thermostats. Your boy Darkel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.